Have you ever had one of those mornings where you wake up, sit on the edge of the bed, and think, why do I feel older than I am? Or maybe your joints are stiff, your energy's low, or it just feels like time is moving faster than you'd like. You're not alone. As we move into our 70s and beyond, it's easy to think that slowing down is inevitable. It's just part of aging. But what if I told you that some people are actually thriving after 70? Not just getting by, but waking up with energy, purpose, and even adding 10 extra years to their lives. And the best part, it's not about luck or perfect genetics. It comes down to a few small, powerful habits you can start today. This video is for you if you want to feel stronger, sharper, and more in control of your life after 70. We're going to walk through 7 science-backed habits that can help you live not just longer, but better. These aren't gimmicks. These are real, practical habits, simple changes you can make that have been shown to protect your heart, your brain, your independence, and your happiness. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's talk about what really works when it comes to aging well. Let's start with the first habit, waking up with purpose. You might be thinking, what does that have to do with living longer? Well, surprisingly, quite a bit. Researchers have found that having a clear sense of purpose in life, something that gets you out of bed in the morning, is strongly linked to lower rates of heart disease, better sleep, and even a reduced risk of Alzheimer's. One study from the University of Michigan followed older adults for several years and found that those with a strong sense of purpose had a 43% lower risk of death from all causes. That's a big deal. Now, your purpose doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't mean writing a book or launching a charity unless you want to. It can be something as simple as tending a garden, helping a neighbor, spending time with your grandchildren, or even just setting a daily goal that makes you feel useful and connected. Purpose gives your days shape. When your days have shape, your life has momentum. If you don't have something in place right now, try asking yourself this: what is one thing I could do today that would make me feel proud or fulfilled? Start there. Purpose grows from the small things. That brings us to habit number 2, moving your body every single day, even if it's just a little. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or hitting the gym for hours. For most people over 70, the best exercise is the one you'll actually stick with. Walking, stretching, tai chi, light strength training, these gentle movements can work wonders. Physical activity not only keeps your muscles and bones strong, but it also improves balance. It reduces your risk of falling, one of the biggest dangers to your independence as you age. And here's something you might not know. Regular movement also boosts your immune system, reduces inflammation, and sharpens your mind. One long-term study found that seniors who exercised at least 3 times a week were nearly 40% less likely to develop dementia. That's huge. If you haven't been moving much lately, start simple. Walk around your home during TV commercials. Do a few leg lifts while brushing your teeth. Get outside for 10 minutes in the morning sun. Your body doesn't care how fancy the exercise is, it just needs movement to stay alive and well. Let's talk about habit number 3, nourishing your body with real food. After 70, the way we eat becomes even more important than ever. Our digestion slows down. Our bodies absorb fewer nutrients, and we often start losing muscle faster than we'd like. The solution? ISNT dieting, or cutting out all your favorite meals. It's about focusing on quality. Think fresh fruits and vegetables, leafy greens, beans, seeds, whole grains, and healthy fats like olive oil and avocado. And don't forget protein, especially as we age. Getting enough protein helps preserve muscle mass and keeps you strong. You'd be amazed how much of a difference this makes. People who follow Mediterranean-style diets or similar approaches that emphasize whole, plant-rich foods have consistently been shown to live longer and have lower rates of chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and even depression. And this doesn't mean giving up the foods you love. You can still enjoy your favorite meals. Just try to build them around ingredients that support your body instead of draining it. If cooking feels like a chore, prep simple meals ahead of time. Soups, stews, roasted vegetables, and grain bowls are easy to make and store well. And if you don't feel like eating much during the day, try smaller meals more often. The goal is to fuel your body, not to restrict it. When your body is nourished, your mind feels clearer, your energy improves. and your immune system gets the tools it needs to protect you. Now, you might be wondering, is it really possible for just a few habits to make that much of a difference? The truth is, yes. Because these aren't just habits, they're investments. Every walk you take, every healthy meal you eat, every time you wake up with a reason to get moving. Those are deposits into your long-term health. Over time, they compound, just like interest in a savings account. And the payoff? More years, better years, stronger years. So, now that we've talked about how purpose, movement, and nutrition can extend not just your life, but the quality of it, let's keep going. There's still more we can do: simple things, powerful things, to stay sharp, stay independent, and stay joyful well into our 80s and 90s. It's incredible how just a few small shifts in your daily routine can start to bring your energy back. You might even start noticing it. Maybe your morning aches ease up, or your afternoon slump doesn't hit quite as hard. That's the beauty of building healthy habits. Once you get started, your body responds, and it doesn't take long to feel the difference. Let's keep that momentum going with the next habit, and it's one that's often overlooked: getting high-quality sleep. Sleep is not just rest. It's when your body repairs itself, when your brain organizes memories, and when your immune system resets. After 70, sleep becomes more fragile for many people. You may find yourself waking up during the night, or getting up too early and not feeling rested. But here's what science tells us. Consistently getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep can lower your risk of heart disease, stroke, depression, and even early death. Now, improving sleep doesn't mean trying to force yourself into bed earlier. It's more about creating the right conditions for sleep to happen naturally. That might mean turning off screens at least an hour before bed, keeping your bedroom cool and dark, and avoiding heavy meals or caffeine late in the day. Try creating a simple bedtime routine. Something calming and consistent. A warm cup of herbal tea, a few pages of a good book, or even soft music. Over time, your body starts to recognize these signals and prepares to wind down. Good sleep is one of the most powerful medicines available, and it's free. The next habit might surprise you, because it doesn't come in a pill or a meal. It comes from connection, real human connection. People who maintain close relationships and regular social contact tend to live longer, recover faster from illness, and have lower risks of dementia. And yet, loneliness is something that affects so many older adults. It can sneak up quietly, especially if friends have moved away or family visits have become less frequent. But connection, dose, and tea have to mean having a large group of friends or being constantly surrounded by people. It's about meaningful moments, sharing a story, laughing with someone, having a conversation that feels real. That could be a phone call with an old friend, chatting with your neighbor while watering the plants, or joining a local group that shares your interests. Even volunteering once a week can do wonders for your mood and mental clarity. Studies show that regular social interaction keeps the brain active and helps reduce inflammation in the body. In one large study, older adults who described themselves as socially active were 50% more likely to live longer over the next 10 years compared to those who felt isolated. That's not a small effect, it's life-changing. So if it's been a while since you reached out to someone, let this be your sign. Call them, write a letter. Say yes to a coffee invitation. Connection is not just nice to have, it's essential. Now let's talk about something that's easy to dismiss, especially as we get older: challenging your mind. The brain thrives on novelty. It needs fresh input, new ideas, and a bit of stretching now and then. You don't need to go back to school or start solving algebra problems unless you want to. But keeping your brain active with new mental challenges is one of the strongest ways to protect against cognitive decline. That could mean learning a new skill, picking up a hobby you've never tried, or simply doing familiar things in new ways. Try switching up your routine. Use your non-dominant hand to brush your teeth. Take a different walking route. Play strategy games. Do crossword puzzles or read about something you know nothing about. Even watching documentaries about different cultures or trying out a new recipe stimulates the brain. Hear S. What S exciting research shows that the brain remains plastic well into our 80s and beyond. That means it can still grow, change, and adapt. One study followed seniors who learned digital photography and computer skills over a few months. Their memory and cognitive performance improved significantly, and the effects lasted for years. So never believe the myth that your brain's best days are behind you. Your mind is still very much alive and it wants to be challenged. What we're really talking about with these habits is staying engaged with life, whether it's moving your body, feeding it well, resting deeply, staying connected, or keeping your mind curious. Sure as each one of these habits tells your body and brain the same thing: I still have purpose. I still matter. I still want to live fully. Your body responds to that belief in powerful ways. You might not see dramatic changes overnight, but each time you choose to take a walk, cook something, they're nourishing, go to bed a little earlier, or call a friend, you re-adding a brick to a foundation that supports you for years to come. These habits aren't chores. They're gifts you give yourself, gifts that accumulate into longer, better, more joyful years. And here's the most encouraging part. It's never too late. You haven't missed your chance. Whether you're 70, 75, or 85, your body still responds to care. Your brain still responds to challenge. Your spirit still responds to purpose. Life doesn't end at retirement. It doesn't shrink with age. It expands in new directions. If you let it, let's keep going. You've already explored the power of purpose, movement, nutrition, rest, connection, and mental challenge. But there's still one more habit that ties everything together, something simple yet incredibly powerful. There's something special about people who age with grace, not just physically, but in their attitude. You can see it in their eyes, hear it in their voice. They move through life with a sense of calm, resilience, even joy. And when you look a little closer, you'll notice they have one powerful thing in common. They manage their stress. That's our final and perhaps most underestimated habit: learning how to stay calm under pressure. After 70, stress doesn't just feel unpleasant, it takes a real toll on the body. Chronic stress raises your blood pressure, weakens your immune system, and accelerates aging at the cellular level. It affects sleep, digestion, memory, and even your skin. But here's the good news. Just like your body responds to movement and nourishment, it also responds to peace. And peace is something you can create, even in a noisy, uncertain world. It starts with recognizing the small moments of tension, tight shoulders, shallow breathing, that heavy feeling in your chest. Once you notice it, you can shift it. Something as simple as taking 5 deep breaths, slowly and fully, can calm your nervous system in seconds. Meditation, prayer, journaling, or even walking in nature, these practices have been shown in study after study to reduce cortisol, the stress hormone that wreaks havoc on your health. You don't need hours of meditation or a perfect yoga routine. Just 10 minutes a day of quiet, intentional breathing or stillness can change the way your body reacts to stress. Some people find peace in listening to soft music. Others find it in gratitude, taking a few moments at the end of the day to reflect on what went well, what made them smile, what they're thankful for. These little pauses build emotional resilience, which becomes even more valuable with age. One powerful example comes from a group of seniors in Japan, known for their longevity and joy. Many of them practice a simple concept called ikigai, a reason for being. Part of their ikigai involves staying calm, being present, and not allowing life's small frustrations to become big burdens. It's not that their lives are stress-free, it's that they choose how they respond. And that choice adds years not just in number, but in richness. So if you find yourself feeling anxious about the future, or holding on to stress from the past, take a moment, breathe. Remind yourself that peace is not something you wait for, something you create, right now, in this moment. And when you build that habit, your body begins to heal. Your heart slows down, your mind clears, you sleep better, you live longer. Now let's take a breath together, because you've just walked through 7 life-changing habits. None of them are extreme. None require expensive equipment or impossible routines. They're simple, proven, and most importantly, within your control. You've learned how waking up with purpose gives your days meaning and keeps your mind sharp. How daily movement, even gentle walking, can keep your body strong and balanced. You've seen how eating real, nourishing foods fuels your energy and helps you live longer. You've discovered the power of deep, restful sleep, the importance of meaningful connection, and how challenging your brain keeps it youthful. And finally, you've explored how managing stress can calm your body and protect your health from the inside out. Together, these habits form the foundation of a life that's not just long, but vibrant. And while it's easy to get overwhelmed thinking about all the things we should be doing, the truth is you don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. Choose one habit today. One small shift, one walk around the block, one healthier meal, one phone call to reconnect, one deep breath when things feel heavy. That's how real change begins. Remember, age isn't something that holds you back. It's something that gives you perspective, wisdom, and freedom. At 70, 75, 80, you've earned the right to live well, to feel good in your body, to enjoy your days with energy and clarity. And you can. It's never too late to take care of yourself. It's never too late to feel alive again. So if you've been wondering whether your best years are behind you, let me gently tell you they don't have to be. With these habits, you can write a whole new chapter, one filled with purpose, health, and peace. You deserve that. And you're more than capable of making it happen. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What habit are you going to start with? Which one spoke to you the most? Share your thoughts, and let's support each other on this journey. And if this video helped you in any way, please give it a like and subscribe for more tips and motivation on living your best life after 60. Here's to you. Your health, your happiness, and to many, many more beautiful years ahead. You've still got so much life to live. Let's make every day count.